It's time for college football, baby! Week 8 of college football this week. We got some battles going on. Just a quick recap of the past weeks and last week. Last week was terrible. Sorry. The picks were not there. A lot of games just did not go my way at all. Some close ones just didn't go my way. We went 4-6. Which is bad because that means you're losing money for sure. Current record for the season is 30, 27, and 1. So I got to pick it up on the back end of the season. It's good though because at this point in the season, like teams are actually starting to get like their chemistry. You're starting to see the same kind of team that you're going to get on a weekly basis. Right around like this week of the year. So like, I mean, last year there's some teams that like kind of look kind of bad. Like they just didn't really look themselves. But then you actually saw some teams that like are kind of in motion. They're moving the ball well. Like UCF, they didn't even cover. But if you watch that game from beginning to end, which I did, UCF probably should have lost that game. But they ended up pulling it out by 1. Memphis didn't do not a thing in the second half. Not a thing. I mean, UCF came back strong. They should have really covered, but, you know, it is what it is. But moving on to this week, no education. I didn't put anything in for the education this week, but what I did do was I got a guest pick this week. We'll just start off with the guest pick, right, which is actually one of the games that I think is a pretty good game to watch late in the day tomorrow. I love that Wazoo Oregon game. Oregon's going into Wazoo. Oregon just beat Washington in OT. Great football game in Oregon. They were able to pull it out. Now they go to Pullman to play Wazoo, which is probably one of the toughest places to play in the Pac-12. You can just ask teams like USC. And Oregon is ranked 12. Wazoo's 25. I actually got a pick from my beautiful fiance Athena, and she likes Wazoo to beat Oregon, number 25 Wazoo to beat Oregon in Pullman on Saturday night. So yeah, it's going to be a good game. I can't wait to watch it. I love watching Oregon now again. They're kind of like getting that offense rolling again. They're fun to watch. They got a good coach too. I like him a lot. And yeah, Wazoo, I mean, they've been playing okay football. Leach has those boys playing, but they're not like a special Wazoo team. So, I mean, but hey, Athena likes Wazoo. So, Wazoo, that's the guest pick, not mine. I stayed away from that game. I mean, it's a good game to watch, but it's a little scary for me. I just don't know like what team's going to really show up. But let's go through my top 5 of the week. So we got Michigan minus 7.5 going to Michigan State. Michigan is starting to play some lights out football. That defense is dynamite. Killed Wisconsin. They can stop the run or the pass. Harbaugh's got the boys playing. They play Michigan State. Michigan State's offense is nothing special. And I'm taking Michigan minus 7.5 at Michigan State tomorrow. That's an early one, too. And I also, let's move forward. I got Kansas at Texas Tech. I like Tech at minus 17.5. Texas Tech's been playing some good football. They played well against TCU. They've played well against West Virginia. I mean, West Virginia beat them, but they still played well against them. Texas Tech's like starting to really get things rolling. I mean, Texas Tech minus 17.5. I think they're actually going to probably beat them boys by like 25, 30, something like that. Kansas' offense is not bad, but all they got to do is just pressure the quarterback, and it's pretty much a done deal. So definitely like Texas Tech minus 17.5 against Kansas at home. Next, I like UCONN plus 32.5 at USF. USF's offense is not that great. UConn's offense, on the other hand, is horrendous. But if you check the stat or the stat sheet and how the game went last year, USF did beat UConn, but it wasn't a blowout. It was actually an okay game. For USF to beat UConn by 32.5, they would have to have an absolute lights out game on offense. because that offense, USF's offense, is nothing absolutely special. But, I mean, hey, we'll see. I like UConn plus 32.5. I think they're going to come out and play. They've been playing like shit all year, so it's about time. Moving forward, I like Fresno State minus 13.5 at New Mexico. Mexico's playing okay football. It's nothing special. Fresno State's been very consistent. Mountain West is a tough conference to bet on at times just because you don't really know what you're going to get. But Fresno State's probably the most consistent pick that I have when you talk about how the team's been playing throughout the season. Like they had a heartbreaking loss to Minnesota. But outside of that, like everything's good. So, and they probably should have won that game. So I'm taking Fresno State minus 13.5 at New Mexico tomorrow. Last but not least, for your go get 'em pick of the week is UCF minus 21.5 at ECU. I know you guys are probably cracking up because it's like he's taking an American Conference game as the go get 'em. The reason why I'm doing that is because my go get 'em pick is actually supposed to be your rock solid pick. Last couple weeks it has not been that rock solid pick because I've been going with the bigger high profile games. Really deep down, if I go with my money game, that's the go get 'em pick. So I'm taking UCF minus 21.5. Buy the point back, bring it down to 21 just in case, because that is a kind of a scary line at times. But ECU got blown out by Temple last week. Blown out. So take UCF. Then we also end up like, you know how I do. I put another 5 on games to look at. We got Illinois plus 24.5 at Wisconsin. I like Illinois plus 24.5. Wisconsin. Illinois' defense, Lovie Smith's got them boys playing pretty good. Wisconsin's offense is just whatever. Also, Auburn minus 3.5 at Ole Miss. Auburn, they're going to bounce back from last week. Last week was terrible against Tennessee. I don't know what Gus Malzahn had them boys doing, but he didn't have them playing football. So, keeping it going, Miami, Ohio at Army. Army minus 7.5. At home, Miami of Ohio, they going to send you back home. Army's got them, minus 7.5. Then we got Alabama, Crimson Tide, at Tennessee. My boys in Tennessee ain't going to show up this week. They got lucky against Auburn, but they're not going to get lucky against another Alabama team. Alabama's going to blow them boys out. Minus 28.5 is the line. Alabama by 40. I'll take Alabama. Ohio State, minus 12 at Purdue. Oh, no, Ohio State's going on the road. Minus 12? That might as well be a gimme pick. Ohio State, minus 12 at Purdue. They're going to make it happen. And guess what? That rounds it out. I hope you guys, make these picks. I feel super good this week about these picks. I know I've said that before, but I think this one is like a 10 for 10. The guest pick, I don't know about all that. But 10 for 10 on these picks. So, hey, go out, have a good fun, drink some beers, put some dollars on the game. Love college football. We're like more than halfway through the season. Have some fun watching these games because they're not going to be around much longer. Go get 'em and have a great weekend. Peace.